HR Basics is a series of short lessons designed to highlight what you need to know about a particular human resource management topic. In today's HR Basics, we explore employee onboarding by unpacking 3 rules to effectively integrate employees into your organization. Onboarding is the integration process used to ensure a smooth transition of new employees into their roles and the organization. Although it's a critical component, onboarding is more than just providing new employee orientation. We know that 4% of new employees quit after their first day, 50% of new employees leave their job within 4 months, and 40% of managers hired externally fail within the first 18 months of the job. So it's no surprise that onboarding is critical to employee success and engagement. It's the role of onboarding to help new employees feel welcomed and prepared for their jobs and to successfully contribute to the organization's mission, vision, and values. Here's 3 rules of employee onboarding essential to the integration and smooth transition of employees into their roles and to the organization. First, have a plan and follow it. Second, commit to 365 days. And third, use a checklist. Let's take a look at each rule in more detail and explore some tips and tricks for each. First, have a plan and follow it. Organizations must invest the time, energy, and resources necessary to create an onboarding experience that communicates organization and role-based expectations, introduces organizational culture, and makes the vital interpersonal and organizational connections for an employee to succeed. This strategic approach requires human resource professionals to deliver onboarding experience and support managers in doing the same. Create your onboarding plan using the 3 C's of onboarding. First, clarify. Clarify policy, organizational, and job expectations and how the employee's work adds value to organization mission, vision, and values. Second, culture. Help employees navigate culture, providing a sense of organizational values, norms, and unique language. And finally, connections. Make connections by fostering interpersonal and organizational relationships for the new employee. Moving on to our second rule. Commit to 365 days. Onboarding is so much more than a day 1 orientation session. Don't get me wrong, it's critical to make day 1 special, but great organizational integration takes much more time. Understanding an organization is associated with employee commitment, satisfaction, and engagement, so use milestones such as 30, 60, 90, and 120 days on the job, and up to 1 year from the day of hire to facilitate experience and check in with your employee. During the first year of employment, there are a number of best practices for onboarding. Let's take a look at a few important guidelines for your onboarding initiatives. Make sure the basics are ready for the employee on the first day. Make that first day special. Use formal new employee orientation sessions as soon as possible. Develop a written onboarding plan. We'll get to more of that later. Make sure your program is consistently implemented and be crystal clear with new employees and people managers in terms of objectives, roles, and responsibilities. Now for rule number 3, use a checklist. Build great resources. Your onboarding strategy should be brought to life with organization and job-specific onboarding checklists. A checklist provides a roadmap for the onboarding journey. Human resource professionals must provide for understanding and support of the new employee and their manager. Everyone needs to understand their roles and responsibilities in the onboarding process. Checklists ensure consistent onboarding experiences for all new employees and managers. Support checklists with an accompanying guide that provides a resource for people managers through the onboarding experience. Let's take a look at 3 critical areas to cover in your onboarding checklists. Create your checklist as a guide for your onboarding plan that cover experiences before arrival, on day 1, and beyond. Before arrival, have all of the paperwork ready. There's tons of paperwork for new hires, W-4, I-9s, etc. Consider online HR software to streamline this process. Have an on-the-job training plan and work plan ready. What will the first day, 30, 60, or 90 days look like in terms of expectations and work projects? Have the employee's workstation ready and waiting. Have her station stocked with pens, paper, a computer, a list of employee contact information, and anything else that you might need to hit the ground running. Create a what you need to do list. This list may differ for each position you're hiring for, but should include some basics. What tools will be used on the job? What programs are used to communicate with the team? What accounts should be set up? What small projects should be taken on the first day, the first week, or through that process? And which team members should she speak to the first day or the first week? Now for the first day. Ramp up your new hire with current goings-on of the organization that they can check into right away. Lay out your expectations. What's expected in 30, 60, 90 days? What will the new hire be doing? What are the specific responsibilities? Start to impart your company culture. While your new hire may have an idea of your organizational culture and value through your website and marketing materials and the interviewing process, it's important to discuss these values. Have projects ready for them to take on. Give them productive work to work on immediately so they feel like they're contributing to the mission. Give him projects that will keep them busy for the first day and longer through periods of time. After you get an understanding of how the individual works, you can provide longer and larger projects. Remember to have someone the new employee can go to with any questions. And finally, throughout the first year, help build a knowledge foundation. Sharing with the new employee the direction of the organization and showing appreciation for their contributions should be done throughout this stage. At this point, the employee has received substantial performance feedback, so continue to socially integrate them into the team and the organization. Use the first year to build engagement and commitment through intentional onboarding experiences that meet their needs. Conclude the year of onboarding by recognizing the 1-year milestone of the employee. Executed well, effective onboarding results in a faster learning curve for new hires, improved communication, and a more productive and engaged workforce. Follow these 3 simple rules of onboarding to create experiences that integrate and build connections between employees' work and the organization's mission.